What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the building. And this time I am back for a recap of Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 3. I believe this is episode either 4 or 5. I'm not sure. Or maybe 3 or 4. I don't know, y'all. I will have it in the description. Anyways, episode pretty much gets started out with Giselle asking Karen, is Ray gonna be indicted? And Karen, she's just like, well, I'm not. I don't know what's gonna happen with him. And then Giselle was like, well, you don't even know if your own husband is gonna be indicted. Giselle, stop acting like you care so much. You don't give a fuck about Karen like that. You don't care about her like that. You wouldn't have came there in that shirt, putting all them hashtags on that shirt, talking about free Ray, free Karen, free the Hugers, tax reform. Just you being shady. So for Giselle to sit there and say how she's Karen's friend and she wants to help out, bitch, please. Karen ended up seeing her t-shirt as she began to walk out with Robin, and Karen was like, bitch, you full of shit. And, for you to sit there and try to laugh while I am down. And then Giselle was like, oh, well, you don't think it's funny? And Robin was like, oh, Karen, you can't take a joke. Robin, did you really want anybody to laugh in your face when you got all your money stolen from you? You were crying, bitch. Did you want people to judge you for staying with Juan even though he's been cheating on you for years? You want people to accept that, but you guys can't accept Karen's situation with Ray. So that's what I found to be very interesting. They're very judgmental with Karen, but in their own personal lives, they don't want anybody judging or laughing at them. And Giselle, that's not funny. You don't kick a friend when she's down. And I understand that Karen came on here being all overly over the top and the grand dame, I should say, of Potomac, and she's this and she's that. I understand that, but she's still a person with feelings. And what I will say with Karen is Karen has been more likable. I didn't really care for her the first season, but these last couple of seasons, I've liked her more than Charisse. And matter of fact, my only two I really like on here is Giselle, because I do love that Giselle is beautiful and can be funny at times when it's appropriate. She's down to earth. I like that about Giselle, but I don't like when she's shady when people are going through it. I don't like that. It's just very disrespectful and hurtful. Karen is over the top. And, and she got money and, she know it. And, yes, the husband has a tax issue. I still see Karen as Karen, though. She's still a human being. And I like how she get their motherfucking ass together. So Karen and Giselle, they my favorites. So I'm with Karen on this. You bitches are, sit there, shut the fuck up, eat these peanuts. Giselle go tell her friend later on in the show that Karen told them to do that. And you bitches still didn't listen. It was also funny that after Giselle and Robin walked off, Ashley and Monique was left, and Karen was just like, well, I'm so happy you guys had my back. That shows me, who really has my back when I'm going through things. And you two being the last standing, that means everything to me. And that shady ass Ashley talking about something. Well, I still got my questions, Karen. I still got my concerns. Ashley, you need to be concerned about your own life and why your mother feels the need to be giving all her fucking money to her man. That's what you worry about. Do you see how these people have their own personal situation? Monique as well. Oh, well, I still got my questions too, Karen. Monique, you need to get a job and stop living off your man. You brag so much about what your man does for you. I don't never hear you say what you do for him. And don't bring that party up, bitch, because you even admitted, yeah, I'm going to need his money to pay for his party. Bitch, how about you foot the bill for a minute? Do you ever foot the fucking bill, Monique? Do you ever do it? Because you always depend on your fucking husband to do everything. So I don't really care for Monique. Okay, so we got Giselle and Robin, and they passed Karen's car on her way out. And, they're trying to get back in her good graces. And Karen was just like, I don't want to hear it. And Giselle was like, well, I'm a jokester. And Robin was like, she was just joking. And Karen was like, You showed your true colors. And Giselle, you did. This is not how you treat a friend when they're down. Do you treat Robin like this? No, you don't. You would be so up her ass. Karen, honey, I also noticed, I don't think the Black Bill Gates would like for your leg. I caught that, honey. I don't know if y'all caught that. Her foot was on the man that was in the meeting. What is he propping your leg up, Karen? What's that about, honey? Next, they have a little scene with Candace and her boyfriend. Both of them act like they can't get their ass up. And I guess she was blowing her hot ass breath all over her man. He didn't like it. So that's pretty much, you guys, what they showed of that. And then next we're at Monique's house. And Monique is got the kids. And, you know, she's talking about her new nanny situation. Monique says she's been pulled in a 1,000 different directions. You know, she just had to move. And I guess this lady that she has is a temporary nanny. Monique, bitch, your man got the coins. So just get them coins together and handle your motherfucking business. Shit, you got 2 kids. I know women out here got 6 and 7 kids. They could find people to watch their children. They don't even have the money you got. So you got the fucking money, bitch. Make it happen. I just don't like for a woman to complain about a nanny issue and you got the fucking money to find the right motherfucking people. Monique's daughter, you guys, she is so gorgeous. Oh, she looks like a little model. So next she's talking to Ashley at the house and they're near her pool and they, you know, drinking. And Monique pretty much says that Chris's mother, he still has not talked to her and she probably won't be coming to the party. And she said that they've had to cut a lot of outside people out, you know, that way that they could have a healthy marriage. Ashley ends up telling Monique that she's going through some similar things with her own mother. Michael is mad at her that they keep giving the mother money and the mother is still with the broke boyfriend. So apparently the stipulation was that they would get the mother a house if she got rid of that broke ass boyfriend, and she never did. And it turns out that the mother really loves this man and Ashley is caught in the middle. She doesn't know what to do, and Monique was like, well, you just need to choose what's more important. Is your husband more important than your mother? Because right now your husband feels like you're choosing other people over him. I definitely feel like Ashley needs to stop giving her mother money, especially if the mother has a broke ass, you know, good for nothing boyfriend. You're going to have to just stop giving her money. And it's not so much you're choosing your husband over your mother. It's just your mother, her bad decisions are starting to become problems in your life. And that's what you don't want. Nobody should ever have to experience when they're helping somebody out, they shouldn't get the backlash of it, or they shouldn't have to suffer in the process. So if the mother wants to keep helping out the broke ass boyfriend, then let her ass go on and be homeless with his ass. So next, Candace is there and they begin smoking these cigars, and she begins telling us about her mother and how her mother paid for all her pageant stuff. Monique tells the girls that she's excited about Chris's birthday coming up. She can't wait to party, and she cannot wait for Candace to meet her Chris, and for Candace Chris to meet Monique's Chris. So that should be interesting. So Monique goes on to fill Candace up about the rest of the girls, and specifically Robin, how Robin was married to Juan, and how they're in this weird situation now where they're divorced and living together. And then Ashley ends up making little faces and shit, and Candace is just like, well, what is that about? And Monique was like, well, she done already got in trouble for talking, you know, stuff about Robin and Juan. And Ashley claims she don't have an issue with Robin anymore. You know, she just feels like she's delusional when it comes to her life, which she is. I agree. And Monique goes into this little thing about her and Robin had an issue. I guess that was 3 weeks earlier. They go to talk about the issue. Robin didn't really want to talk about it. So Monique says that the next time she sees Robin, she will address the issue with Robin. Monique, I did not particularly like how you was talking about these ladies. and their age. I believe Candace inquired about what age is these women, and you like, oh, they my mom's age. You try to make it like they're old. These women look damn good. Karen's body is beautiful. Giselle, bad as fuck. Robin, even though I don't care for her delusional ass, beautiful. Robin looks like Cinda Williams from Mo Better Blues. Beautiful. She sounds like her, everything. So, Monique, you're sitting up here judging these women, talking about how old they are, and they look better than you, bitch. Next, we have Karen and Raven. Guess Raven is home from college, and Karen wants to treat her to a spa day. So they go off to the spa, have facials. After they're done with that, Karen ends up telling Raven what's going on with their dad, and don't worry. And Raven says, you know, I am worried. I'm stressed out. I'm 19. Karen is just like, baby, I got your back. Everything is going to be good. You know, life can deal you a crazy hand, and you got to know, you know, how to handle things when they happen. I like what Karen said. She has specifically told Raven, life is going to come at you at several different directions, and either you fall or you rise to the occasion. And that is so true. Nobody is ever completely happy in their lives. We all have periods of happiness and sadness. So for Karen to go through this, and I know that she, you know, had her ass on her shoulders when she first came to the show. I still expected for these ladies to not be so shady with her. It's really kind of sad how they all have picked her apart and, well, she's lying, and, you know, they just haven't been friendly with her or really caring. So next we have Giselle and her friend Cal. He looks different from the first season. Is this that guy that she used to be with? Anyways, I guess he's her hairstylist, and, you know, they get to catching up, and he's telling her how he misses her, and, you know, he's letting her know that, hey, you're with Sherman, and, you know, you either always with him, you got the girls, you are doing your every hue beauty thing. Giselle said she done pretty much went on tour putting that out there, and it has become successful and popular. She has a situation going on in the Hamptons, and she's not going to be able to go to Chris's birthday party. Y'all know Monique's husband. She ain't going to be able to go to that. And she was shady about that too, talking about, ooh, go to Chris's party or go to the Hamptons. Talk about a no-brainer. I was like, Giselle, you are motherfucker shady. You still don't like that, Monique? I don't blame her, though. I don't really care for Monique all like that either. But, yep, that's pretty much what they talked about in a little boutique. And she tried on a little dress that I guess she's going to wear for the Hamptons. Oh, Giselle also let Cal know about the press conference that Karen had. And Giselle let him know how it went and how she showed Karen her t-shirt and what the t-shirt had on it. And Cal was like, Giselle, you did that. You put all that on that shirt. That wasn't right. That's right, Cal. Tell your friend she was wrong. And it was very childish. Next, they show Robin's badass boys. They wiping the damn counter. They can't do that without arguing. I would be whooping their ass. There's some badass kids. So next, we pretty much got Robin and Juan, and she pretty much apologizes to Juan for making a bad investment. Remember the friend that took their money from them, and, you know, she talks about how it was hell being broke, starting over. Robin, why should we care about you, but we see you go after Karen and you don't care about her situation? And yes, her situation is with her husband, but still, you guys have no empathy for her, no sympathy. You just don't have any supportive feelings. So it's like, how can we be supportive of everything you went through, you know? So Robin lets us know she's been flipping houses, and that's pretty much the business she's going to be getting into. And we know Juan is coaching, and she pretty much lets Juan know that Monique's husband Chris is having a 40th birthday party. She wants him to come, and Juan is saying he doesn't really know if he's going to be around, but he's like, why you worried? What's going on? And then she pretty much shares with him a meme that she saw on social media of from Monique's fan page about her making fun of her, I guess, at their last reunion. And Juan is just like, hey, you gonna have to let that go. Just stay to yourself. Don't argue with her about that. Just have a discussion. Okay, so really quickly, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this part, but we have Candace, and she's trying on wedding dresses with her sister and her mother. Her mother is a narcissist. I'm gonna flat out say it. I know because I've had to deal with this in my life, but mother is a narcissist. The mother is so concerned about what Candace should wear at her wedding, telling her what to wear. You shouldn't wear that. The dress should have lace in it. This should be like this. This should be like that. Damn, can your daughter have her own fucking opinion? And Candace was just like, oh, well, she lives in Atlanta, thank God, because if she lived where I live, I would have to be in a straitjacket. I'm pretty sure you would have to be. I mean, mother was just very controlling, taking over everything. I really cannot stand older women with those type of personalities. Your children get older. I don't want to hear shit about, oh, well, that's her mother. I don't want to hear it. It's inappropriate. There's so much narcissism, you guys, in the world, and you have idiots in the world that think you're supposed to put up with that because somebody is your mother. Your mother is there to listen when you become a grown woman. She is not there to tell you how to feel, what to wear, who to date, what to think. No, bitch, you've lived your life. Let your daughter make her own choices. And that's pretty much what I have to say on that. So next we have Michael and Ashley. And pretty much, you guys, what they talk about is Michael has already told Ashley to completely cut her mother off. And I know that that's really hard for Ashley, because when I hear Ashley speak, it's kind of like, well, my mother was always there for me and I just want to be there for her. But Ashley, I think that your mother, from now that I'm hearing more about the story, she's taking your kindness for weakness. Especially if she has this toxic boyfriend that isn't helping her financially. If you are in a relationship and you are a woman of a particular age, over 40, you need help. You shouldn't be taking care of that grown-ass man. That man should be helping your mother, and your mother shouldn't have to come to you and your husband. So I am completely 100% with Michael. And Michael is just like, we go have to just cut her off, or she's going to cause our marriage to become even more strained. So I can't do this anymore. So next we have Chris's birthday party, and everybody is coming up. We got Ashley, we got Robin, and that motherfucking Sharice is there. Guess she's a friend of the show this year. Everybody is arriving, and everything looks pretty nice. Karen shows up, her and her husband, and Monique introduces Candace to Karen, and she tells Karen, well, Candace, she talks more than me, and, she's bubbly like me. Yes, she is. You bitches are twins. So Karen hugs her, and, it seemed like they hit it off pretty well, after their first meeting. Next, Monique has some of Chris's friends speak on his behalf and say good things about him. Excuse me, you guys. And everybody claps. Monique does her little speech talking about how hard it is to find a good man, and he puts her first all the time. Monique, I think that you love your husband, but as this show goes on, hopefully you guys, and I'm not wishing hard times on anybody, but I want to see how your relationship with your husband is going to be when he don't have so much money. I wanted to really get to a real point. That way I can see what I'm looking at. Because right now, Monique, you just giving me, my husband has all this money, and anything I throw for him, he's going to have to pay for it. And I got this and I got that. And y'all talk about my house, and I'm this and I'm that. And the kids need a nanny. And bitch, you got the money. Like, Monique just annoys me. So I'm just looking forward to seeing some real shit out of her and her husband, to really see if their shit is real, because anybody can be happy when shit is good and there's all kind of money everywhere. So we got a couple of fights coming on, you guys. Ding, ding, ding. We got 2 fights coming up. First off is Monique and Robin. Before we get to the fights, though, you guys, that motherfucking Michael brings his ass over to to Karen and the Black Bill Gates. He look like he damn sleep. Karen, is your man even up? Michael all in they face child talking about how he can help them out and he want. So you can't help Ashley's mother out, and I understand that, Michael, but you want to help folks you don't even know all like that? Karen was like, in her confessional, like, man, go on, get your ass up out my face. Michael, you need to leave them young men alone, okay? That's what you need to do. And send me a few coins, Michael, since you got it like that. How you doing, Michael? Okay, so Robin pretty much addresses with Monique, since Monique brings it up, and Sharice is sitting in between them. Robin tells Monique that she didn't like the stuff that Monique said about her in her blog. I guess Monique was talking shit. Monique ended up apologizing for that. So then Robin addresses Monique about this meme of her, and it has something to say to the effect of, this is how you look when you've been getting roasted. And it was Robin, it was pretty much Robin fanning herself. It was something along those lines, y'all. And Robin is just like, well, this fan page, it's yours. And on top of that, Monique, not only is it yours, you like the comment. And at first, I didn't know what to think with these two because I don't really care for neither one of them. But if I had to take a side, I'm more or less on Robin's side, and here's why. Monique, when she addressed you about the meme, number one, you was getting too defensive for somebody that didn't do anything. And then you admitted that you knew who wrote it. You said you didn't really, number one, you said you in charge of all your social media. Then you go on to say, Monique, oh, well, I know who wrote it. I ain't telling you. And really? Like, if you sitting up here talking shit about this lady and being shady and she's addressing it with you, you should just be like, oh, I know who that was. And they shouldn't have. Like, you're being shady. If you like a shady comment about somebody, that's still you being shady. It's your fan page. So I felt like that was fucked up. And for you to get mad, she got mad at Robin. And I can't believe you got me mad at my party and I'm cussing at my husband's party. And, it's just like, bitch, you were wrong. Just admit it. But yeah, I'm not feeling Monique, you guys. To me, she could have handled that differently. So Sharice tried to tell Robin, well, you should have came at her differently and you should have asked her, well, what's going on that social media page that you're responsible for? Ain't that what she pretty much did? And Monique got so defensive. Monique didn't really want to admit that she was at fault. She had like she was too big to deal with the situation. I don't have time to be on social media worried about you, and I ain't got time. But yet you talking shit about somebody in their blog. You like a shady comment about that person on Instagram. So that means that you're pretty much pointing the finger at yourself where you are the blame, and you're pretty much saying, this is how I feel about you, Robin. It's not nothing positive. It's something negative. I would have been offended too. So next they show Monique telling Candace and Karen that Robin accused her of paying people to create fan pages. People do, they do that. So that wasn't too far left, Monique. So next Ashley then walked her ass up and Robin re-explains, what she was telling Sharice about the situation. And then Ashley is looking at Robin funny, like, well, Robin, you do have this certain way about yourself where you be saying stuff subtly. And Robin was like, what is you talking about? And then Ashley was like, well, you did tell Giselle that you hated me, you didn't like me. Robin says she just feels like her and Ashley come from two different worlds. Ashley also brought up the fact that Robin tried to threaten her at the reunion. They showed clips of Robin talking about putting that bitch in a headlock and fucking her up. Robin brought up to Ashley, well, I didn't like how last year you was on that bullshit telling Juan to come dance with me. And then Ashley snapped back and was just like, well, shit, something needs to happen between you two. I was cracking the fuck up. Robin starts telling Ashley, don't make assumptions. Everybody's life is different. You don't know my situation. She said, when we lost everything. We were divorced. Then Robin says that Juan asked her to come back home, and she said that yes, he could, only if he promised to get his degree and, you know, finish up with school and get his job. And Robin said that that's what he did. And that motherfucking shady ass Ashley said, Robin, is this before or after he was dating women overseas? And Ashley, you're a stinger. What's wrong with you? You know that lady loves her some wine. Let her live in her little delusional ass world. But I loved it, you guys. I love Ashley getting Robin's ass together because Robin likes to sit on the fence. And she got all these shits and giggles when she's with Giselle. But Robin, you got red. You know, you are very delusional with your relationship with Juan. You sit up here letting this man fuck you when he want to, do whatever when he want to. You know, you got all this mouth for these women, but you don't have any of this backbone in your relationship with Juan. And it's sad. Robin told Ashley, you shallow as shit. And Ashley said, honey, you are not in a situation that is a conducive life. That is conducive to a happy life. Oh my God, that shit was funny. And you are right, Ashley. She is not. She is in something very unstable, dysfunctional, but Robin has all the excuses for it, you know, but yet she'll sit on her ass to try to call other people out. And that's what I'm not here for. Robin says, you ain't doing shit but throwing my past in my face. Get the fuck out my face. So Monique brings her ass over to the conversation and saying, well, I'm glad it's not only me that got a problem. You got a problem with Robin too. And it's just like, Monique, I know it's your party, but sit your skinny ass down somewhere. Even though I'm not on Robin's side on this, you didn't need to get your ass into it because you're wrong in the situation with you and her. You are wrong, bitch. So Robin had ended up walking off. And then Monique talking all this shit. Oh, well, that's her problem. Why is she walking off? She don't never want to confront nobody on that. She did get your ass up there. She got your ass together when y'all was upstairs. She did. She got you together and you walked off, bitch. That's how delusional you are. Then you go tell Robin and Robin walked right back over there like, bitch, shut up, because I'm going to come back over there. And Monique started getting quiet. Then Monique talking about some, well, you just like your friend, Robin, that little green-eyed bandit that you be with. Why you got to bring Giselle up? That's how you know motherfuckers is wrong, because they always trying to deflect and get you to worry about other people and situations. Focus on y'all. You should have stayed out of their confrontation, Monique, but you jumped in because you're cool with Ashley. And you was ready to put Robin out, and Robin was just ready to leave, and Robin walked off. And Sharice there sipping her damn drink. Sharice, you ain't nobody's friend. All right, you guys, that's pretty much how that ended. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It is your girl, Brand New, and I am out.